If you're anything like me, then the idea of building your own website sounds about as daunting as, well, writing a bunch of code from scratch. However, thanks to no-code website builders, you don't have to know the first thing about coding to create a simple and stylish-looking site. Additionally, these platforms can be particularly beneficial for beginners or small businesses, as they often come with templates and tools to help you get started quickly. But there are so many options out there. Which one is right for you? In this video, we break down how to build a simple website with no code, along with some of our top picks for where to do it. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about what no-code really means and why it matters. So essentially, no-code refers to a visual approach to building websites or apps. Instead of using lines of computer code, you simply drag and drop various components onto a page. You can also use pre-made templates, which saves you even more time. This way, you can craft an entire site without knowing any code at all, hence the name. But why should you use a no-code platform? Well, first of all, you save time. As we mentioned, you can build a website in just a few minutes rather than days or weeks. Plus, you won't have to pay a developer to do it for you, which can cost thousands of dollars. No-code also makes it easier to make changes down the road. With a no-code builder, you can update your website whenever you want without needing any coding knowledge. This is great if you want to add new features or make changes as your business grows. And speaking of growth, no-code is extremely versatile. You can start small and scale as needed. For example, if you're just starting, you may only need a simple one-page website. But as your business evolves, you can add more pages and functionality as your needs change. That said, no code isn't necessarily better than traditional coding in every situation. For example, if you need a highly complex or highly customized website, you might want to go with a more traditional approach. However, for most small businesses or individuals, a no-code platform should be more than sufficient. Alright, now that we've established that no-code might be right for you, let's talk about choosing a platform. There are dozens of options to choose from, but some of the best no-code website builders include Webflow, Squarespace, and Wix. Let's take a look at each one. Webflow is great for those who want full flexibility and design control. It gives you the freedom to build highly custom and unique websites without any code. However, it does have a bit of a learning curve, since you need to familiarize yourself with Webflow's interface and design principles. And while Webflow offers a free plan, keep in mind that its hosting fees can get pretty expensive, especially when you consider additional features like a domain or e-commerce functionality. Squarespace is a fantastic option for beginners or those who prefer a more guided website building experience. It has a user-friendly drag-and-drop interface and a variety of templates to choose from. Plus, Squarespace handles all the technical aspects like hosting and security, so you can focus on designing your site. However, once you finish building your website, you won't be able to switch platforms easily, so make sure you're happy with your choice before you commit. Squarespace plans start at $16 per month when billed annually and include a free domain for the first year. Wix is another popular choice with a wide range of templates and features to choose from. It also has a very intuitive drag-and-drop editor and plenty of customization options. Plus, it offers advanced features like Wix's Corvid platform, which allows you to write JavaScript code for more complex functionalities. Wix starts at $14 per month when billed annually and also includes a free domain for the first year. Once you've chosen a platform, it's time to start building. So let us walk through some of the key steps involved in creating a simple website with no code. First, select a template. Most no-code builders will offer a variety of templates to choose from. Pick something that fits your needs and design preferences. If you want to use a different template later, you can usually change it by going to your account settings. For this walkthrough, we'll be using Squarespace, so we'll click the Browse Templates button. We'll then scroll through the available options and click the blue Preview button to see what each template looks like. Once we find one we like, we can click the blue Customize button to get started. Now, next, let's walk through using a drag and drop editor. So essentially, this is the main feature of no-code builders. This way, you simply select an element, like a heading, for example, and drag it to wherever you want it to appear on the page. To actually change the text, you can double-click it and start typing. If you want to change the font, you can head over to the Style panel and play around with the different settings. And you can also change the color by clicking the current color swatch and selecting a different one from the palette. To add an image, locate the Media panel and click Upload Files. From here, you can upload whatever image you want to insert. Simply click the image file and then click Open Media Library. The image will then appear in the sidebar on the left. Then you simply drag and drop it wherever you want to insert it. And finally, you can optimize the image by adjusting its size and adding alt text. Let's move on to adding a form. So if you want to collect email addresses or other information from your website visitors, you can use a form. Once again, navigate to the panel on the left and click Elements. Then select Form and pick out whatever type of form you want to add. You can then customize the form's appearance by going to the Style menu and changing the colors and fonts as desired. Additionally, you can change the form's functionality by editing the form settings. For example, you can choose what happens after someone submits the form. Finally, let's talk about connecting a domain. So, unless you want to use your no-code builder's subdomain, you'll need to connect a domain. Luckily, this is fairly easy to do. Just follow your chosen platform's instructions and you should be good to go. Here's how you would connect a domain within Squarespace. Head to the Domain panel and click Connect Domain. Click the blue button next to the domain you want to use and then enter your domain credentials. Finally, click the blue Connect Domain button. The final step in creating your website is to launch it. Once your site is live, anyone in the world can view it in their browser. However, keep in mind that you might want to make some tweaks once you see how it looks in action. And that's it. Now that you know how to build a simple website with no code, it's time to get started. Use these tips and tricks to create a site that meets your needs and represents your brand well. Don't forget to analyze your options, plan, use a design tool, and test your site before you launch it. Remember, your website is often the first impression people will have of your business, so make it count. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll catch you later. Daffy out.